the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falkor Bay. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, it's Jaime Munguia, 6 foot tall with a weight of 106. Here comes Jaime Munguia, very intimidating. King. Well, I hope you brought... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. They both want the knockout. Usually you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn when you're fighting, Johnny, but that's certainly the case today with the sun blazing.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight would say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The jab not finding its target. They're giving us a high-tempo show. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Jaime Munguia in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept that.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You find a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
They're both trying for a knockout. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. We don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throws the jab and doesn't score. I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater, and what a night it's going to be. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine.
El Nino.
This bout is skipped.
What a pleasure to... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Can't find a home for that jab. The right hook misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Is he going to punch himself out, though? All the time. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Here's the bell for round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Punch, counterpunch. Nice counter shot. So much firepower here. How about that time counter shot? Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Hey, those punches add up. That left hook is blocked. Good counter punching. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Throws the jab but does not score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get
There's the bell for round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that hook won't score. And shoot. And he misses with that straight left. They miss with the jab. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter shot lands. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Well done with that counter shot. Insane action. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judge.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Can't land that jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The only fear you have with this fighter is punched himself out. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. They have no respect for each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the score.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Calm yourself back.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Those counter punches have to hurt. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
And missed with that jab. Nice counter shot. Nice counter. His stamina is off the charts. That counter punch caught him clean. There's a counter shot. Misses with the straight left. They exchange punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt.
This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter punch. Didn't land that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. And he scores with the counter. His stamina is off the charts. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been...
Here we go. It's round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on.
And there's the bell for round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That big hook doesn't land. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. Missed with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Johnny, you don't hear those kind of scorecards very often.